This season begins with fire, not the kind that burns everything down, but the kind that brings you back to your soul. I felt a powerful reawakening within me, a rising heat, a deep remembrance, a sacred devotion rising from the surface. This podcast and this new season is an invitation to burn away the stories I've outgrown and speak from wild, raw truth of who I am now. This is a moment of radical authenticity, of reclaiming my voice, not just as the way I speak, but as a devotional act of soul sovereignty. So if you've been feeling this shift too, a stirring in your body, a burning in your throat, a longing for living more fully, you are not alone. Welcome to season 2 of the Intuitive Wellness Experiment podcast. This season, we're not just gathering tools for the revolution, not just to survive, but to thrive in our softness, our sovereignty, and our sacred fire. Let's begin. Ole do it. Welcome to the Intuitive Wellness Experiment, a sacred space for self-rebellion, intuitive remembrance, and embodied wisdom. This is a podcast for reclaiming your rhythm, trusting your intuition, and living in alignment while embodying cosmic self-sovereignty. I'm your host, Christine, aka the Cosmic Doula, guiding you through soulful conversations with changemakers and solo reflections rooted in intuitive wellness. In this season, we're gathering tools for the revolution, tools anchored in self-sovereignty, spiritual empowerment, and collective liberation. Whether you're tuning in during a personal season of creative fire or a sacred pause, may this space support you in coming home to your own rhythm, your radiance, and the power of your gifts. Take a breath, feel your body, and tune in. Welcome, Sakpase family. Hope this finds you well. How's your heart today? Did you like the new intro? You feeling it? You feeling it? Well, we're feeling into this Uranus and Gemini energy, innovating, disrupting, and remixing the way we speak and show up. I'm planning to release this episode on August 11th. And I want to offer a moment of reverence for the energy that the sky is reflecting with Venus and Jupiter conjunction in Gemini. Chef's kiss between the two benefics in the sign of the sacred home and heart. For me, Cancer rules my 11th house of community, collective dreams, and soul family. And with the natal Venus at 0 degrees Cancer in my natal chart and Jupiter in Taurus, this episode is a devotional offering for those placements. A reminder that this space, this podcast, is part of my offering back to my collective and my community. Cancer rules the 11th house. So this is my sacred offering back to the community as well as the divine. Let's tap into the transits of the moment. At the time of me recording this on August 5th, the collective is going through a Vesta and Lilith transit, all happening in Scorpio. For me, it's also conjuncting my natal Pluto and my natal Psyche. So basically, behind the scenes, I'm experiencing a deep initiation with Vesta and Lilith conjunct my natal Pluto and my natal Psyche, all in Scorpio. Scorpio rules my 3rd house, while the sun is transiting through the 12th house, pulling me inward. This is why I'm behind this mic today and not on camera. The sun, the Leo season is me honoring the unseen, the underground, and the truth that is soft and sacred. So you heard me mention some of the planets that is kind of going on with the cosmic check-in, the cosmic weather. Let me talk a little bit deeper about them. I talked about Vesta, Lilith, Pluto, and Psyche. So Vesta is the asteroid goddess of devotion, sovereignty, and the sacred flame. Lilith is all about the wild truth, the untamed power, and erotic reclamation. Pluto is self-death, soul death, and rebirth, transmutation, and soul transmission. Psyche is the soul's deep yearning for integration and wholeness. If you want more about this, let me know. I'll be more than happy to dive into what these mean, the mythology, what they mean for your chart. Give me something to respond to. I'll be more than happy to dive deeper. But all of this is activating my voice, my truth, my nervous system, because it's all falling in the third house of Scorpio. Scorpio rules my third house. This is a moment that is pushing me to burn away false stories of shame, old identities. And as a result, it's inspiring me to speak and to write and to live without shrinking, to reclaim my sacred voice as a tool for liberation, not only for me, but for the collective as well. In this new season 2 of the Intuitive Wellness Experiment podcast, I'll be talking a lot about tools for the revolution. So let's tap into tools for a moment. I will call it, let's see, what should I call it? I think I'm going to call it, when we talk about the tools for the revolution segment, IDK. We're going to play with it. But the tools for the revolution segments in the podcast is where I invite guests to speak on their specialty tools that they have cultivated in their intuitive wellness journey. I'm currently reading a book that is called The 7 Loa Principles of Voodoo by Professor Baina Bello. And in it, she speaks about the symbolism of tools. And I quote, "All the symbols of tools and weapons exist to advance human ability to improve communication while aiming to balance social interaction in our cosmic environments or the oneness of life." Ubuntu. Ubuntu meaning I am because we are. With this powerful, strong energy of Lilith and Vesta showing up in Scorpio, I reflect and look back on the Scorpio moon cycle, the lunar cycle family from the Scorpio new moon that started November 1st, 2024. If you are familiar with my work, you know I love not only talking about the moon cycles, but the bigger 2.5-year lunar cycle family. So this past week, we just had our first quarter moon in Scorpio, which prompted me to go back to my new moon in Scorpio intentions and see where I was. Because this first quarter moon, which is my conception phase, if you want to learn all about the lunar cycle families, the conception phase, and what that means, tap into the description. You'll see a step-by-step post where I talk all about it. But the first quarter asks us to get into aligned actions. Usually it's a challenge or something that comes up that asks us to remember and to look back at our new moon intentions. So thinking back to the seeds that I planted during this powerful, powerful Scorpio new moon that was happening in my third house, some of the seeds that I planted and intentions that I planted were back in November 1st, 2024, leaning into communicate with more emotional integrity, supporting others without abandoning my own boundaries, and reconnecting with my creativity through the artist's way that I was currently reading at the time, and using my words as a ritual of return. And during this new moon cycle, I think during the first quarter phase, I launched my Substack. I, did the podcast. I did so many things during this Scorpio new moon's shorter cycle, lunar cycle. But now looking back at the 2.5-year cycles, starting the first quarter phase, I'm just reminding of the affirmations to use my voice as a tool for healing. And some of the affirmations that I said, my words inspire people to thrive. I trust my voice to be a sacred channel, and I allow transformation, and I speak from my inner strength. And I see this coming as asking me, are you really in aligned? Is this really what you gonna do? You said it. You planted those seeds. How are you nurturing those seeds? So the sun in Leo right now, the time of me recording, is transiting through my 12th house. And so when you're watching this, think about the 12th house. When the sun is in your 12th house, these are some great tips and tools and reminders that you can also use when the sun is transiting your 12th house. But I am reminded with this that I'm not here to be loud, but I'm here to be lit from within, because Leo rules my 12th house, right? You think about Leo, loud, courageous, roaring like a lion, proud. But with it being in the 12th house of the subconscious, of the quiet, of the meditation, of the retreat, that courageous lioness energy, that royal regal energy, that courageous brave energy is lit from within me, And when I think about that and how I want to be reborn into the collective, right? Into this new cycle. I think back to a quote from Embodied Astrology that resonated so deeply with me, and I repeat often, that I am an economy of care and a pathway for exchange. Right now, I'm reclaiming my light from the shadows as the sun is transiting my 12th house and collecting all the soul-aligned fabrics from my rebirth together. These transits create a portal. It's a portal for me to speak truth that comes deep within my subconscious and or ancestral memory, to share from a space of embodied mysticism and not from performative visibility. We're releasing that South Node shit, right? Going towards the embodied mysticism, Pisces, North Node. And it's a portal for me to also let my devotion to my own truth be radiant in its own way, be holy in its own way. And it can be quiet, it can be loud, it can be quiet, but either or, it's radiant in its own way. So for me, the season, I'm behind the scenes right now on the podcast. It's less about me being flashy, loud, all of these things. Look at me. But right now, I'm feeling lit from within. And child, we lit. Are you lit? Are you feeling fired up within? If you're feeling it too, light a candle. Give a sacred flame. The reason why lit and fire is so prevalent to me right now is because I've been working with the astro goddess Vesta. And Vesta is the sacred goddess of the hearth, of the flame, of the sacred flame within you. And so to honor that lit feeling within you, invitation to check out your Vesta placement. If you need help with that, holla at your cosmic doula. I got you. But you can also just simply light a candle and whisper your name like a prayer. And remember, your voice is holy, your truth is powerful, and your soul, baby, you are just getting started. To support you as you activate your voice, your gifts, your intuition, I am inviting you to explore this cosmic portal, the cosmic portal that I've created as in my intuitive wellness laku, in my intuitive space. The cosmic portal is my hearth, is my heart, is my sacred flame that I'm sharing with the collective. This is a Notion dashboard that's a living library, a living grimoire for your intuitive wellness toolkit. Inside, you can find gentle reminders and guidance for astrology, human design, and numerology. There's also rituals, prompts, workshop replays, astro workshop replays for Venus and Mars. We got playlists in there. We got journal questions to help you alchemize your chart into embodied wisdom. So many goodies. in this cosmic portal, and it's an invitation to tap in. It's completely free of charge, and know that you can move at your own pace and tap into your cosmic doula if you need help and guidance. But this is not about pressure to, tap in and to do all of the things within this portal, because there's a lot. There's a lot. If you ever received a Notion dashboard from me from a reading, there's a lot, and it could take a lifetime to kind of go through. But it's not about pressure. It's not about perfection. It's about permission. Permission to remember who you are, and the gifts and the tools and all of the yummy things that you were born with. So if you want to tap into this portal, you can find the free access link in the show notes and description. And I pray that it will serve you well. So with this episode, I just wanted to drop in and just share what I'm being lit up with at the moment. Extend the invitation to the cosmic portal as we travel into the remaining episodes of this Intuitive Wellness Experiment podcast season 2. I'm so hyped for the season and what's to come. I have so many guests coming up that I can't wait to share with you and share their tools for the revolution. So we'll get more about that. We'll get more on that in the next episode. So I'll catch y'all in the next one as we heal in real time with Shashetta, reflecting on the Leo new moon and all of her beautiful, yummy tools, offerings, and gifts. And it's a real deep healing in real time chat. So we'll chat in the next episode. Stay blessed and stay lit within. Thank you for joining me on this episode of the Intuitive Wellness Experiment. May you continue to trust your rhythms, honor your intuition, and gather tools that liberate you. If you're feeling this journey, share it with someone you love or subscribe on Substack to stay connected. That's it for this episode. Keep listening to your body, keep trusting your path, and remember, your intuition is the revolution. Your wellness is sacred. Merci beaucoup and merci en pile. Thank you for joining me on this journey. Until next time.